Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, I'm just going to turn that locomotive off, even though in real life you don't switch a railway locomotive off and on like a car. They're happier running. You'd only shut it down if it's finished its shift for the day or being in storage. So, okay, we'll shut that down. Alright, I thought we'd do a running session with a bit of commentary. You guys feel free to leave in the comments whether you like this or not. Alright, so this section is still a work in progress, but it's been reworked fairly heavily. So just to the side there's the old bridge. There is another bolt-ons section to go there with a scenic brake on the end, and that will just be purely have a sector plate on it. Basically for some staging. Okay, haven't nutted out how many tracks is going to be on it, how I'm going to do it, but yeah. So the back track there is essentially the arrivals and departures track, so that is actually the branch line to which this Pepper Road yard is on, and it's just a small sorting yard or unloading yard for multiple wagon types. Alright, so we're just going to have a go. I've decided that we could make it tricky, and but I don't know whether you guys are in the mood for a long 20-minute, half an hour session at this point in time. I probably don't currently have that time just at the moment. So we'll pick a few easier moves. Okay, so we've got a selection of wagons here, plus that brake van. So I do have other wagons which you'll see in coming videos, but it won't work if you try and cram every piece of rolling stock you've got on here. Same with the locomotives. So alright, so what I thought we'd do during the editing process, I'll put up on screen what the train's going to sort of look like. So we're going to simulate a job sheet where that Freightliner HIA needs to go back down the branch to one of the main yards, and this front tank. Alright, we could have made it trickier and said no, the driver needs to pick up the Fina fuel oil one, which would mean an extra move, obviously. So alright, we'll see about how we're going to do that and work out the most efficient way of doing it. So obviously a couple of obstacles. The brake van there is kind of in the way, it's on that siding as well, and we've also got those two box vans. Alright, so we're going to use my diesel powered Sentinel Class 68 number 42, which is down at the yard office and the driver's mess. Okay, alright, so here goes nothing. We'll just set the camera up and see what we can achieve. Alright, sensors are spacing there. Alright, we're going to send the driver down. So we'll change the points here, and we're going to pick up the HIA Freightliner wagon first, so that can go directly behind the Class 15. So, alright, we'll set them off again. This loco runs so smoothly, but a tip, they do need to stay alive because it's got such a short wheelbase. Struggling to run, so yes, stay alive and keep alive. We're just going to pull up there. Alright, so we're just going to hook those wagons up, just 1 second. Alright, let's pull these box fans out of the way. Alright, next move is we are going to just going to unhook those box fans and just leave them on the branch there for the moment. Better give them a green to go back the other way, and then we're going to go down and pick up the HIA. Right, now we're going to use number 42 to push the HIA into the front siding, and we'll pick up the brake van. Alright.